as you may or may not know, I'm a librarian. And one of the things that amuses me as a librarian is when people say, do you have Lord of the Rings? And I go, oh, yeah, probably. Hate that book. And people look at you as if you're just insane. And they go, you can't dislike that book. I go, yeah, it's rubbish. And then I have a long spiel about why Lord of the Rings is rubbish. And it amuses some people, horrifies other people, but I think it's good for a librarian to be controversial sometimes. I have had, over the years, a similar response to John Pertwee. So people would say, when they found out you're Doctor Who fan, who's your favourite Doctor? And you go, like, so. Can't stand Pertwee. And for people of a certain age...
He might watch that video and be offended.
John Pertwee?
Or his family.
Well, we're going to get to the point where I repent. For people of a certain age, this was, like, shocking, because Pertwee was this iconic Doctor. And if it wasn't for the fact of the next Doctor being whom the next Doctor is, he would possibly be the most iconic Doctor, Dr. David Tennant. You know what I'm saying? So, but, and we discussed this a long time ago when we first started doing Pertwee. I wanted to revisit this and I wanted to change my opinion, and I have. And here's my take on things, okay? I think Pertwee's by no means the strongest Doctor, but he's a good Doctor, and he's got a lot of positive traits. I quite enjoy his cockiness. I quite enjoy the sort of aristocraticness, although I do understand that other people find that off-putting. I think he's occasionally very funny when he wants to be. And I think sometimes he gets lost in the melodrama and the portentousness of what's going on. And it's much better if he can play it lighter. Much better. What hamstrings him is the earthbound setting, because he comes across as a toff. He comes across as a toff almost all of the time when he's on Earth, and it's really irritating. I don't mind the Doctor being arrogant, but when it's week after week after week, it's very frustrating. I think Joe Grant's the wrong companion for him, and I can't really put my finger on why, but he's much better with Liz, and he's definitely much better with Sarah Jane. I like Joe Grant as a character, and I love Katie Manning. What a superb advocate for Doctor Who she is. But I just don't think that combination works. I know I'm in the minority in that, and I apologise to all those fans that love that pairing, but there we go. I don't think the Doctor is suited to being stranded on Earth. I'm not particularly fussed about him being stranded with UNIT. I think it being a militaristic organisation doesn't help the Doctor. It ends up making him part of the establishment, and the Doctor works much better when he's not part of the establishment. Now, I think other Doctors could have handled it. I think Troughton could have handled it. I think Tennant could have handled it, perfectly honest. Maybe even Baker could have handled it. But I just don't think Pertwee has the...
I don't think Tennant.
Fair play. But I don't think Pertwee cuts against the script enough, cuts against the tone of the script to really make that work. But I have enjoyed moments of Pertwee tremendously, and I've really enjoyed his last season up until the Monster and Peladon's Planet of the Spiders. There are moments throughout his first season that I thought were phenomenal, and obviously, you know, Carnival Monsters, Three Doctors, things like that are just absolutely blissful. So I've changed my opinion of Pertwee. At the end of this, I'm going to do least favourite Doctor anymore because it's not helpful, and he's certainly not going to be my favourite Doctor. But the Twee has been saved for me. I will go and revisit the Twee with joy in my heart and be glad to see him again. And although Planet of Spiders wasn't great, Monster Peladon was blinking awful, I am sorry to see him go.
May I say, Daddy Collins, that I have also changed my opinion of the Twee.
Yeah.
Because I started off liking him.
Yeah.
And now I'm glad he's dead. Vive la revolution, bring on the next one. Just like with husbands.
We might go get another DVD. No, not another husband now.